Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is another story time. This is bothering me how y'all can see my mirror right there. Okay, boom, better. So yeah, it's another story time. Before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel because we 5K away from 100K, y'all. So subscribe to my channel, give your girl a thumbs up and comment down below. Y'all, I'ma just let me lift. I keep trying to lift up so YouTube could know I got clothes on, but I just want to tell y'all in advance, I was taking pictures and stuff, so I don't know what's going on with my lighting, but y'all, look how I slayed my wig today. Y'all, slayed it. And I was planning makeup. I did a little something. Don't be in the comments talking about it looks trash because y'all, I don't know how to do makeup. I'm just practicing and stuff. But anyway, y'all can see by the title, this video is about the time I took an edible, which happened like last month, 2 weeks ago or something like that, when I was with K-Shine and Oh That's T. Y'all, y'all, if you follow me on Instagram, which y'all should, at Vivalayoshii, make sure to go follow me. If y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all will see that we took those and we was gone, and I was like, I'm gonna give y'all story time. So I'm like, why not give y'all story time right now? It's 11:54 p.m. about to be 12 a.m. and y'all gonna get this video on this same day. So yeah, I'm like, might as well. So you already know what to do. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias. TikTok at LifeWithSymone, Twitter at LifeWithSymone, and Instagram at Vivalayoshii will be listed down in the description box below. So y'all, this is story time. It's not it's kind of embarrassing. Like, I swear to God, I was embarrassed. I was like, y'all, because I ran into somebody this on the first day, and I was so embarrassed, but she was cool. She was a vibe, you know. God thought I was weird, but let me tell y'all. So let me get straight into it. The first night we linked was a Friday night, and we was gonna go out and stuff like that. We had already planned like we was gonna go out and stuff, right? So Kay was like, I got these edibles, like, y'all want to take some? So we like, all right, mind y'all, we taking shots of Casamigos. If y'all was on the live, y'all would have seen all of that. So we like, all right, so we like, let's take a half. Me and T is like, we're gonna take a half because, you know, we like, I don't know, like, none of us smoking nothing like that, but we like, let's just take a half. Like, let's take a half. Y'all, I've took an edible before, but it was a cookie, and my first time ever taking one, it was a crazy experience, but this time was very much different. Like, it was different like 2 Chainz. Like, it was different as fuck. Like, y'all, so okay, we took a half. Me and T, we split a half or whatever. It was a gummy and it was like real sugary. I don't know if it's the sugar in it or what, but y'all, so we took that half and we was on live. When I say that shit hit me so fast, like, it hit me like this. But I thought I was tripping, y'all, because I'm the type of person, I could take 1 or 2 shots and I'll start feeling it. Like, I'm a lightweight, I don't drink like that. So when I take shots and stuff, I feel it. So I'm thinking like, I don't know if it's the Casamigos or is this, but I'm like, you know, this was all our first time ever linking up, ever meeting each other. So I'm like, I don't want to come off like, you know, like, damn bitch, you just took, like, what's wrong with you? So I'm like trying to play it cool, but I still was telling them like, y'all, I'm kind of feeling it, and they was like, they are too. So we was trying to find something to do. I have found a few things for us to do or whatever, but we never bought tickets for nowhere, and that's gonna make sense later too, because I didn't know like if we was gonna switch it up or what was gonna do. I didn't know exactly what was gonna do, so it would have been pointless for me to be like, oh, let's buy tickets for something, you know, if we drive by not feeling it. Anyway, so we get into the parking lot. We leave out their room and we get to the parking lot. Mind y'all, I was only in their room for about 30 minutes. I was not even in there long. So this is when I first realized I was feeling it, and I'm gonna go ahead and insert a picture here. When I was trying to leave out the gate, y'all, their room was trying to tell me I owed $600 to leave out. So I'm tripping. I'm like calling the little thing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, hell no, I'm not about to pay no $600. I was only here for like 30 minutes. And they like, what the fuck? So we all laughing, but we tripping like, why do I owe $600? Like, y'all, and it's crazy. This is how I knew I had to be faded, because I did not read what it was saying. Like, I accidentally kept clicking lost ticket, and this happened to me 2 nights in a row, y'all. I accidentally kept clicking lost ticket, so that's what it was trying to charge me, $600 for a lost ticket, which is like, Embassy Suites, you guys are a bit extreme, because why are you charging anybody $600 for a lost ticket? Come on now. Who's even at y'all room that long? I think it's like a maximum $30 a night. So why would you charge somebody $600 for a lost ticket? That was already extreme. But the fact that we was just so messed up, like faded, like already it was getting to us, we did not realize that that's what it was saying. I'm just automatically thinking that they got me fucked up and they think I owe $600. Like, if y'all can see the picture right there, I'm like, $600. So anyway, I ended up leaving out the people, let the thing up, and I skirt out or whatever, right? So we on our way to the place. We went to Blame It on Henny, and now that I'm thinking back to it, I don't know. We was in the car. We was very much singing Pretty Ricky and shit. Like, I don't know how it got to that. Oh, my playlist is old. And I was telling that. I'm like, y'all can play y'all phones because my playlist is old. And it was like, it's cool, y'all. I had a 2006 up in there. 2005, 2006. We up in there playing Pretty Ricky. We singing and stuff. We just getting, like, I don't know. So let's get to when we first pulled up to the club. So if you're from LA, you know, or from anywhere, because when I go out places and I go to like club scenes, well, depending on what state I'm in, like parking be horrible. So we pulled up to the spot or whatever where it was at. They had it at this place called Catch One. This was my first time ever going to this club, y'all. So this is my first time ever going to blame it on Henny. I don't never even go to the events either, but I know they be lit or whatever. So we pull up, I see the first little parking lot, right? The parking lot looks janky as hell. Y'all already know people be finding these little janky little parking lots, and I think they just be claiming it and charging people. I feel like they just sit there all day, put their signs up, claim it, and charge people, because I be like, this is not even a real parking lot. Anyway, so I pull up. It's this guy standing there. He had a little light, like a little flashlight, like blinking it on and off or whatever, and it was another guy sitting on a chair. So I pull up to the little driveway. Mind you, the parking lot was like a dirt road. Like, it was horrible. So I pull up and I'm just like, how much? So he's like 25. But he's like real fidgety. So I'm thinking I'm tripping, but I didn't want to say anything because I'm like, I don't want to be that one person and be like, oh my God, I'm feeling it, y'all. But I'm like, maybe I'm not tripping. Maybe this man not fidgety like that. But he like 25, like he just fidgety and he just clicking his light, like clicking it. So T said something about the light. Like, I think she said like it was making her head hurt or something. Or it was annoying. It was something about it. This nigga still like this, clicking the light, 25. So I'm like, I don't have cash. Do you take Cash App? He like, nah, not Cash App. I'm like, do you take Zelle? He like, yeah, Zelle. So I'm like, okay, I could do Zelle. So he like, yeah, 25. So I'm like, okay, hold on. And I'm trying to do this, you know, trying to get in because I'm trying to sign into my bank information, like, and you all in my phone, sir. So I'm slowly doing it because I'm just like, he's like right here. So I'm like trying to do it. So I'm like finally in. I'm about to send him the Zelle. So I'm like, what's your information? Like, what's your number so I can see you the Zelle? This man starts saying M-O. I'm like, no. What is your number so I can send you the Zelle? And at this point, I'm thinking like, I know I'm not tripping. This man, he's like, M-O. And I'm like, what is your number so I can send you the Zelle? He's like, it's M-O. I said, no, not your name. Like, you're selling me your name as if you in my phone and I be selling you money all the time. Like, what is your number, sir? And I don't know, maybe you could find people through Zelle like that, but I feel like that would be very hard. It's like a lot of people could have this Mo. Like, who's Mo? Like, so I'm just like, what is your number? He gonna say, fine. You want my number? Fine. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, y'all? I kid you not. So at this point, that's when T was like, you sure about this parking lot? And I'm like, right. It seemed kind of weird. So he's like, start saying his number. So I'm typing it in. And Kay like laughing. She like, it looked weird. Like, you know, like, are we sure? So I'm typing the number in. And I was like, hold on. And he's like, just send it. Send the money. Just send the money. Like, he could see me right here. Like, he was kind of, I don't know if I was tripping, but it really was giving vibes like he wanted to put his hand in the window and push it, like, send the money. So he like, just send the money. So I'm like, I'm a driver, because no, then I start asking him, I'm like, do I get a ticket or something, like parking here? Because I'm like, now that they're speaking on it, it does seem weird. Okay, I'm not tripping. So I'm like, do I get a ticket or something, like to put in my window? He like, yeah, you get one after, just send the money. And he's still flickering the light. So I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I'm gonna drive around and I'm gonna come back. He like, man, whatever, come on. And he told a guy that was sitting on the chair to come on, and they get in his car, like, that was sitting right there. They didn't leave nowhere, but it was just like, what was your point? Don't you need to flicker your light so people can come in this parking lot and park with you? But it was just weird. And I'm like, I'm happy I didn't park there, because why was you being so aggressive and weird? So we ended up pulling off, and we talking about how weird he was, right? At this point, when we pulled off, it was done for me. I was talking to them, but I'm like, yo, this is weird, but I'm not saying anything. I'm just to myself like, hell no, like, I'm feeling weird. So we pull up to another parking lot, and for some reason, when we first went into this parking lot, it was like people selling tacos in the front, and it was this laundromat. For some reason, this laundromat got me stuck, y'all. I kid you fucking not. So we pull up, and the lady is standing right there, right? So I'm like, hi, how much? She said however much it was. So I'm like, do you take Cash App? She was like, no Cash App. So I'm like, Zelle? She was like, no. I'm like, she was like, only Venmo. So I'm like, oh, okay. You take Zelle? She was like, no, only Venmo. So I'm like, okay. Y'all, when I tell y'all, it was really just like, okay. And like, she was facing right here. We was facing like this, and the laundromat was in front of us. And I just kept staring at it. I was like this. Y'all, I would not stop staring at the laundromat. I don't know what it was to where they in the car laughing, and I'm just so gone that everything is moving slow, and I don't realize that I was sitting there for a cool ass minute. I probably was sitting there for like 2-3 minutes. I don't know. So I'm just sitting there, and the lady just standing there, and I hear T talking to her. T's like, so why y'all don't take Cash App? The lady didn't say nothing back to her. Like, then she said something else to her. She not saying nothing. So they like, Symone, drive off. And I'm just sitting there like, sitting there like this. They like, Symone, drive off. And I'm just like this. They like, Symone, drive off. So I'm like, oh, then I finally got it. Like, oh, y'all telling me to drive off. So I look at the lady and I was like, I'm sorry. And I just start dying laughing. So the lady kind of laughed. She's like, it's okay. And I just sit there again. Like, they was like, Symone, like, you know. So I'm like, oh shit. So I start to pull out the thing, like to turn around to leave out the parking lot or whatever. And when I'm pulling out, it was this other car pulling in. But I feel like they was pulling in weird, because don't y'all gotta talk to the lady first before y'all just go parking? But maybe they was gonna go buy tacos. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I was tripping. So how I'm pulling in, we like blocking each other. But they needed to go around me. Like, I still feel like I was not in the wrong. They was in the wrong. So I feel like they needed to go around me, but they wasn't going around me. So they like, why are you like what are you doing? I'm just like, they gotta go around me, like I can't get through. So I'm just laughing, like I'm just dying laughing, y'all. So next thing you know, I pulled like a certain type of way and they trying to get around me, and I just had to stop. Like, I had to just put my foot on the gas and just start laughing. Mind you, I have my window all the way down still from when I was talking to the lady. So I'm just dying laughing, like, oh my god, like just dying laughing with my head in the fucking steering wheel. Y'all, I could hear the girls out of the other car. They're like, what the fuck is she doing? So I'm like, if y'all watching this video, y'all don't think I'm just a weirdo. Like, oh my god, don't think like that bitch was weird. No, I was just, the edible kicked in, y'all. The edible kicked in. So I'm just sitting there dying laughing. I could not stop laughing. So now we all in the car just laughing. And I just really had to take a minute, because I'm like, I couldn't, like, things starting to get like, whoa, like, y'all know if you took one before, you know. So finally we end up pulling up to this other lot, the third charms, the charm, whatever. I can't think right, it's late. So anyway, so we pull up to this other lot, right? So when we pull up right there, the guy said he take Cash App, which was cool. I realized that we sat in that car for a long ass time before we got the car. I don't know what we was doing. Oh no, the guy ran. Like, he said he take Cash App. Next thing you know, we parked, he ran off. Like, he ran to the back. All these parking lots except for the one with the laundromat look janky as hell. He ran off to the back gate, like ran. He just ran and disappeared, like in the woods. Like, not in the woods, because y'all know ain't no woods in LA, but y'all, it looked like the woods to me, because I don't know what I was seeing. So he ran off to the back, and we like, where did he go? So we sit there and we was waiting for him for a while. That would make sense why we was sitting there. So we was waiting for him for a while. So finally we like, let's just get out the car. This man started running back towards the car like the man in Get Out. Like, he's running like, he's running. Maybe he wasn't running that fast, y'all. Maybe I'm tripping, but he was running just like that. And he's like, hey. So we're like, what? He making it seem like we trying to leave off on him. Nigga, you the one ran for your life the moment we start parking the car. So he pulled back up, we pay him Cash App, whatever, we leave. So now we walking up to the club. So I'm like, all right, I see it's a line like on the other side, and it's a long ass line like wrapped around, and then it was like a little another line where I guess it was like a VIP line or short or cut line or whatever. Y'all know you can pay extra to cut or whatever. So we walk up, and the lady that was standing by the line, like both of the lines end up meeting. Like, okay, so that line was over there, was wrapped around the corner, and the other line was right here, but you meet on both lines because you go inside right there. So it was this lady standing right there. So I walk up to her and I'm just like, hi, so if we don't have tickets, what line do we stand in? And she was like, oh, you guys didn't buy tickets for the event? So I'm like, no, we didn't buy no tickets. You know what? Did she say this stuff to me? Because maybe I was just imagining her talking to me. I don't know. Because they was telling me, like, why would you stand there? And I was like, she was supposed to tell me something. They was like, no, she wasn't. But, like, y'all look. So I'm like, yeah, so we didn't have tickets. So I could have swore she told me to hold on. But they said she never said that to me. So I swore she told me to hold on. So I'm standing there like this. I'm standing there for a long ass time. We just standing there, and they're like, we just all just standing there. I swore this lady said, hold on. I was wondering why she wasn't talking to me. I thought she was probably trying to figure some stuff out, like in her head, like which line she was standing. I don't know why. I just thought she told me to hold on, but I guess she never said that to me. So these group of guys walk up. Let me tell y'all how fucking weird niggas be, y'all. So these boys walked up or whatever. Mind y'all, they had, I don't know if they bought tickets or what. I'm assuming that they did not buy tickets. Yeah, no, they didn't buy tickets. They didn't, because they was asking her. So they walk up or whatever, and the lady was like, mind you, this lady know we're not with them. She knows this, right? So they walk up, and they was like, hey, where the line at? Y'all just standing right here because we're standing right here. Don't try to copy us. We're trendsetters, baby. I stand my ground. So we're standing there like this. And they walk up, so they talking to her. We just standing there staring straight ahead. We not even paying attention to them. But they walk up, and they was like something like basically like where we go in at. So she was like, okay, that's the general admission line, and it's like the skip line or whatever. And he was like, oh, okay, how much is skip line? So she told them the price. But she was like, general admission, I think it was like $25. So she was like, if y'all pay, she told them the amount that it would be for them each, the general admission amount. If they pay that, they could get the skip line and we get in free. Mind y'all, either way it go, they would have had to pay this amount. So they're like, no, we're not with those girls. No, we're not with them. So the girl was like, yeah, the ladies getting free. Y'all pay this and y'all can get in right now. If y'all pay, you know, the same amount they would pay anyway. Y'all just not even gonna have to pay the skip line fee. Y'all gonna pay the regular amount, skip the line, and we gonna get in with y'all free. Pretty much. So they're like, oh no, we're not with them. Cause you know, they thinking like, we're not getting girls in for free, even though it's not gonna harm y'all pockets none. They're not telling y'all to pay for it. They're like, no way. You know, like, niggas. Anyway, so the girl was like, okay, well the line is over there. So they like went to that long ass line, y'all. So next thing you know, we just standing, I'm still standing here like this. But mind y'all, when she was talking to them, I don't know what it was, I just was dying laughing. And that's not why they said that. Like, they started saying that before. Like, I was laughing already, like, after. Like, they was already saying no and really bitching and moaning about it and shit. Like, they wanted, y'all. But no, they was really already just bitching and moaning and shit, like, before I even started laughing. Like, when I tell y'all, they was really bitching. Like, all right, y'all. So, anyway, so, yeah. So, the boys were already bitching and moaning and shit. So, she was like, okay, y'all could go on the general admission line and wait in the whole line. So, they're like, fine, we'll wait. You know, I'm just kidding. They're not talking like that. I don't know how the fuck they talking. But I was just, you know, I don't know. I was laughing, y'all. But I wasn't laughing in their face. I was like turned this way, like like laughing to myself. They probably wasn't paying no mind, but they really was some weirdos for that. Either way it go, jokes on you, weird niggas, because who got in free? Us, because we stood there. I wouldn't recommend y'all do that though. Don't stand there, because some people probably be rude and be like, what the fuck y'all still standing here for? But the girl probably really thought we was slow or something. I think she really thought it was something wrong with us. She probably was like, oh, these poor girls, let me go ahead and not poor, like we didn't look poor, like we didn't look like we couldn't afford to get in or nothing like that. But she probably thought like, these girls is really something wrong with them. They want to have a good time. Get in the club. So y'all, so after they left, she sent them over there, but she didn't even send, they wasn't even walking that far, because they walking sad and dopey looking stupid as fuck, because clearly they couldn't even afford the skip line, but y'all was fit. Never mind. But anyway, if you watching this, you played yourself, you big head bitch. But anyway, y'all, so the boy did have a big head, but one of them, probably two of them there, they probably was like a whole family or something, I don't know. But anyway, when they was still right there, kind of, she was like, come on y'all come in. So they kind of was looking, but they had to walk their stupid asses over there with their baggy ass clothes looking like it was 2003. So if you watching this, yeah, again, anyway, so we walk in. I'm like, oh, cool. So we start walking up the stairs, because it was stairs to get in. So we walking up the stairs, and they like, Symone, why was you standing there? I'm like, what? They like, why was you standing there? And I'm like, but no, mind you, it was funny because that's what Kay had. They was asking me, and I'm just like, she was gonna tell me something. And they like, what? So then T like, what just happened? And I don't know, I didn't know that she said that to me, but she told me later, like she was asking me what just happened, and she thought I said to her, don't worry about it. So she was thinking like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean don't worry about it? Like, I'm just asking a question. But no, I'm like, that's good we had talked about that, because I'm like, that's so funny, like that we really was hearing each other say shit. And that's gonna get to another part too, because wow. So anyway, we walking up, we go inside the club. Y'all, I want to go back to this place so bad when I'm sober, because it was weird, y'all. It was weird in a good way. Like, I felt like I was in the 90s. I felt like I was in a music video. Like, I felt like I was in the Yeah video with Usher, Luda, and Lil Jon. Like, I felt like I was on That's So Raven. I felt like I was on Taina. I felt like I was in Lloyd in Space. Y'all remember the show Lloyd in Space, the cartoon? Like, we felt like we was in space, y'all. We kept saying, I'm like, this feels like space. And they like, yeah, it feel like space in here. So I'm like, okay, I'm not tripping. We all feel the same way. So we at the dance floor or whatever, because we skipped the line, so it's not too many people right now. We was standing there, and now that I'm thinking about it, did we have drinks in our hand? Because I don't think, I remember us drinking a drink, but now that I'm thinking about it, did we have a drink in our hand at that point? Because later we ended up going to the bar and getting drinks. But at this point, I don't know if we had a drink. I know we was not standing there pretending we had a drink. I should have asked in the group chat just a minute ago, like, was we sipping a drink when we first got in there? I know we wasn't just standing there acting like we was drinking a drink, because that would have been so weird. And if we was and y'all seen us doing that, Please. Anyway, but I doubt that's not what happened. I want to just say maybe I'm vigilant. I could see us having a drink, but maybe we wasn't. Anyway, so we was right there for a cool minute. So we ended up, we had to have had a drink. No, because we took shots. We ended up going to the bathroom. This bathroom was so weird, y'all. Okay, I know y'all probably like, girl, you say everything's weird. No, this bathroom was weird as hell. It was pitch black in the bathroom. It was black, but it was a red light. Like, it was dark as hell. It gave Halloween vibes. It gave scary movie. It gave you gonna go in the toilet, somebody gonna grab your ass from the thing and pull you down the fucking thing, and you just gonna be gone. It was so weird. So we in the bathroom, and I kept saying, this bathroom is so weird. So it was girls in there, like, and I'm like, I'm hoping they didn't think I was calling them weird, because I just kept saying, this is weird. Like, this is so weird. But we really kept going back to that bathroom. So eventually we ended up going to the bar or whatever, and we got us a drink, because we like, let's drink something, you know, because we feeling weird. Like, so we up in there, we drinking. So we by the bar and we drinking. We all got us a drink. I don't know what we had, but it was disgusting. That's one thing though. Like, that was a nice club. It was big in there, but the drinks were horrible. Like, maybe they need to get better liquor, or maybe we just didn't order right. I don't know, but the drinks was nasty as hell. Like, it tastes so, the drinks taste so nasty. So we up in there, we drinking our drink or whatever, and yeah, and next thing you know, I'm like, y'all, they like, what? Like, but we all looking at each other like if we know what we finna say, like, and I'm just like, it feel like a stampede of elephants up in here chasing us. And if y'all go back to my vlog, y'all could kind of like, you know, put stuff together, because we was saying in my vlog, like, you could see we was saying and stuff, and I'm like, I feel like a stampede of elephants in here chasing us, and they was like, it do, and I swear, I don't know, that couldn't have been the edible, because why did we all feel a stampede of elephants on the floor? Like, it really was like it really felt like that, to where I kept looking back like, okay, it's not a crowd of people chasing us, like, what's going on up in here? Like, this is weird. Like, it really felt like that, to where we have to just ride out the feeling, because it felt so weird. Like, it really felt like a stampede of elephants, and it's bad enough it already felt weird up in there. We felt like we was in space. Like, it felt like we was in the 90s. Like, it was a cool vibe, but it was just so different. Like, let me show y'all. Let me go to my notes, because y'all, look, if you could see on my notes, look, it say July 15, 2020 at 11:37 p.m. because I was just like, I didn't want to say it again because it started getting packed. So I wrote this in my notes and showed them, y'all. Look. Y'all see that? I wrote that in my notes and showed them. I put, this is weird, y'all, and they was like, it is. I even had Googled a picture of Lloyd in space, and I was like, this is what this looks like we're here. And they like, right, like, we all was just tripping. And it just so happened to be like, y'all, when I go out, a lot of times I don't be running into people that I actually know too many times. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Y'all, it seemed like I was running into so many people I knew personally that night. Like, I'm just like, oh my God, the night that I'm just really being strange. But Blame It On Henny is a popular event. But y'all, I'm just like, I would be weird, and I felt like I was so strange. Like, I had to put it on Instagram. That's why I put it on Instagram. Like, I had to get able, because I'm like, if y'all seen me, don't think that this girl is just different now. Like, no, it was not. I promise y'all. So anyway, we went to the bathroom like a million times. Weird ass bathroom, scary movie, dark night bathroom. So now we're at the bar or whatever, and we're drinking toilet water. Y'all, we wasn't literally drinking toilet water, but the water tastes like toilet water. And I just, well, let me stop saying we. Let me say me, because they wasn't drinking it like that, but I'm really just drinking it. And T was like, stop drinking that pee. Like, stop drinking. And I'm just like this. I'm like, I love this pee. Like, y'all, I don't know. I was trying to get the flush everything out my system or what, because it was just bad. So this boy ended up coming up to us, y'all. Oh my God. It's like we kept encountering weird people. Like, so this boy came up to us, and he was just like, he came up to me. He was like, oh, what's up? Like, what's your name? And I'm just like, stare at him for a moment, like, what is my name? I'm like, I don't fucking know. So he like, what are y'all doing after this? So I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. He like, okay, we'll come to the hookah lounge. So I'm like, okay, sure. So he like, all right, cool, hookah lounge, you gonna come? So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna come to the hookah lounge. He like, you know which one? No, he literally didn't say one, but I'm trying to play it so cool because I didn't want to seem like a weirdo. So he like, you know which one? So I'm like, no. He like, all right, hookah lounge, come there, right? I'm like, cool, hookah lounge. Y'all, again, we go to the bathroom, come back, we back by the bar and stuff. Who we see again? Man, every time, I swear, every time this guy seen us, he'd come to me and be like, 3 a.m., what we doing? And I'm like, hookah lounge, right? You coming? Yeah, okay. Every time, then he'll come back. What you doing after? Hookah lounge, you coming? Yeah, I'm coming. Then he'd be like, You going to that hookah lounge, right? It was, I swear he came up to us so many times and asked me if I was going to the hookah lounge so many times. And I don't know what he was on, because at one point he was looking mad as hell. Like, he was standing there just looking so mad. And I'm just like T was like, he was looking so mad at Kay. And I'm just thinking, like, he probably thought she was the one that was going to tell us not to go to the hookah lounge. No, I'm just kidding. But probably, who knows? We wasn't going to that damn hookah lounge. No way. I don't even think he ever told me the hookah lounge name. Like, I don't think he told me. I think he just kept saying 3 a.m. hookah lounge, and I'll be like, hookah lounge, and he'd be like, what you doing? Hookah lounge. Like, it really was just like that. Like, it was really weird. So eventually we end up leaving or whatever, and I felt like I was so weird, y'all. I ran into one of my subscribers, and I kept putting my face close to hers. Like, we was hugging, and I kept hugging. Like, I ran into 2 subscribers, and one of them, like, every time I would hug her, I would be like, oh, hi, girl. Like, hey. And I was, like, putting my face on her face, and I'm like, I hope she don't think I'm weird. And she ended up hitting me up, too. And I was just like, girl, I have to tell her. She's like, no, girl, you super nice. And I'm just like, okay, because I know she probably was like, bitch, why are you putting your face to my face? What's wrong with you? But that was before the whole little monkeypox thing, so don't be trying to say, like, oh, my God, Symone. No. And I didn't say we kissed. I just said we was face to face, you know, like this. Like, we was real, you know, like, passionate. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, now we leaving because we was just too fucked up. Like, we was so fucked up to where we was like, we gotta go. So we leaving or whatever, and we was like, we need to get some food. So I'm like, okay, I know a spot. Like, I know a taco spot or whatever we could go to, because I put it in my phone, and it was like downtown or whatever. So anyway, we end up going to this taco spot downtown. But mind y'all, while we on the way there, we was in the car, and like, T was sitting in the back seat, and she said something, and I looked back, so I'm like, huh? And we looked at her, and she was like, oh shit. And we was like, I'm like, huh? And she was like, y'all can hear me? And I'm like, yes. And she was really tripping, because she thought that she was saying something in her head, and that we was like reading her mind. Like, she had said that she was like, I thought y'all was reading my mind. And I'm just like, what? Like, y'all, we was really tripping. So we ended up pulling up to the taco truck. The first night, I felt like it was T's night, like, out. The second was me. And then Kay never had her night yet. So on the tour, we're gonna make sure Kay have her night, y'all. But anyway, so we get to the taco truck, and I park in the red zone or whatever. And I know how late it was. I knew I was being cool in the red zone, but for some reason, I don't know why, I just wasn't trusting. I'm like, I have to watch my car. So the taco truck was right here. I was like right across the street from the taco truck, and that's where I parked at or whatever. So it was like, so they had to use, no, somebody had to use the bathroom. I don't know. So they had to use the bathroom, and I'm like, it's a bar right there, like, y'all could walk and go to. So they was like, come on. I'm like, no, I have to watch the car. So they like, we don't want to leave you out here by yourself. So I said, no, it's fine. Look at all these people here. Y'all, it was a whole bunch of random ass people at the taco truck. I'm like, y'all, it's good. Go. I am fine. Like, I am fine. So they go to the bathroom or whatever. I'm standing there at the taco truck, and I'm talking to this man. We having the most weirdest conversation, y'all. So it's people that's at the truck, because I'm like, I'm gonna wait to order my food when they get back. So he's at the truck. He clearly just ordered. He got his food in his hand, a burrito. He was eating it. And then it was like this other guy that was right there. And then it was this girl talking to him. And then it was this girl that was standing by the front. She was eating. And then a guy standing by the front that was eating. So he's like, man, you see this shit? Oh, yeah. And then the boy that was eating the burrito that I was talking to, he was with somebody. So some guy. So he like, man, you see this shit? You see all this shit? And I'm like, yeah, I see it. Like, yeah. So he's like, but I'm playing it cool, because I ain't trying to seem like I'm too fucked up, because you know, people try to make a conversation with you to see how bad you are, to take advantage of you. So he like, you see this? I'm like, yeah, I see this. And he like, that's crazy. Like, these people are really fucked up people. So I'm like, what happened? He like, they think they better than everybody. They think they better than all of us. I'm like, who? He was like, the people that own this truck. So I'm just like, what is he talking about? I come to this truck a few times. Like, they good. Like, what's fuck is he talking about? So he like, you see them out here? You see them out here? And at that moment, I was thinking about that. But later, when I was thinking about this to tell this story to y'all, I'm like, now that I think about it, I doubt those people that was outside the truck eating worked at the truck. Because why would they be outside the truck? Like, it didn't make no damn sense. And every time I come there, I've never seen these people before. But anyway, so he like, they think they better than everybody. Look at them eating their food, thinking they better than us. And I'm just like, okay. So I'm like, right, you know, because with crazy people, I don't want to seem like I'm against him. I think I'm better than him, and he try to fight me or something. So I'm just like, yeah. So he like, right. So the girl that was talking to the guy, she asking him his zodiac sign. He gonna say, you see that shit? What type of shit is that? She thinks she better than him. She thinks she better than him. And I'm just like, right. She thinks that. Like, what the fuck is you you talking about? He's just like, right. But one thing I do know is the way he was eating that burrito was like, I need a burrito, y'all. So anyway, we come back. I mean, they came back from the bathroom. We order our food. But T had to go to the car because she was fucked up. So we come back. They come back. We order our food, y'all. The man told me my food was like $12. I'm over here paying through Cash App. And I'm about to almost cash out this man $1,200. I'm like... And Kay's like, no, like, what did you do? And I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm just like, it won't go. Like, it won't go. But I'm over here typing in, like, 1, 2, 4, 4. Like, I'm not putting no dots. I'm just typing in the whole amount. So when we go back to the car, he almost got took by it, y'all. The sewer clown. Yes, he almost... I know y'all probably like, girl, what the fuck is you talking about? But no, it almost took T, y'all. When she tell her story, y'all gotta make sure y'all check out her story on Friday too. But anyway, T almost got took by it in the sewer. He tried to take her phone, y'all, but that's another story. But anyway, we end up getting back. I dropped him off and everything was cool. I end up going home, y'all. I was cool to drive home. I was good. Y'all know, if you know, you know. Like, if you've seen in my vlog, if I'm not too good to drive home, which that was the first time it ever happened to me, but I'm not gonna drive home. I'm gonna sit my ass down. So anyway, let's get into night number 2. I'm not going into details about the whole trip. I'm just going into details about the edible part. So this is night number 2 off that shit, y'all. Oh my god. So hold on, let me drink some of my apple juice. Okay, so night number 2, y'all. Y'all, we was really talking about how night number 1 was crazy. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna take a smaller, we was all saying like, we're gonna take a smaller portion this night, right? We're gonna take a smaller portion because last time we took a bigger portion. But the crazy part about it is the high wasn't bad to me. Everything was weird. It felt like space, but it was not bad. Like, everything was so funny. Like, when I tell y'all I laughed so much, my ribs probably was hurting so bad. Like, we laughed so much. So I'm thinking like, oh, this is gonna be another goofy ass night. It's gonna be cool, right? Y'all, this time I didn't even take a half. I took a half of a half. So this time I took a half of a half. Me and Kay took a half of a half, and T took a half. And I don't know if she realized that, but until later, because she was like, wait, I would have never said that. Like, if y'all watch her vlog, it's funny because she like, how I take a bigger piece. But anyway, so we took a half of a half, and we drive, and we end up going to this hookah lounge that my homegirl invited us to. So y'all, oh my god, when I tell y'all, I started feeling it on the way there. We get to the hookah lounge and I'm trying to park. I parked so fucked up. I'm trying to think, when did we get the DVD? I think we got the DVD on night 1. If you've seen the vlog, you know the DVD. But anyway, so I'm trying to park. I parked so fucked up to where the guy, he was telling us like, he don't take Cash App, nothing like that, so we gotta go to the ATM so we could give him money to park. So he let me still park there or whatever. So we was in the car for a cool ass minute, just sitting there. I didn't even fix the car. Like, it was just, y'all. So we finally go down to the ATM, right? We took so long at this ATM because we was really just stuck. Like, when I tell y'all, it took us so long to get inside the hookah lounge, like, so fucking long. So we end up going back. We paid him whatever. So now we get to the hookah lounge. We was at Blue Moon, and they told us we had to like sign up and some shit, whatever, right? Excuse me. So we're waiting, y'all. This time I was not standing there. It was funny because they gonna say to me like, are you standing there this time, or this guy told us to wait? I'm like, he told us to wait, because no, this time the security guard at the place, he was just standing there. Like, he told us something and he just started standing there like this. So I'm like, y'all, this time it ain't me. It ain't me. So y'all, let me fast forward when we got inside the hookah lounge. So when we got inside the hookah lounge, if you've been to Blue Moon is cool because, you know, it's like BYOB and shit like that, whatever. But it was just, when off of an edible and shots, I could not do it. Like, I could not do it. This time it was different. I was not laughing as much at all. I was just stuck and hallucinating. So I was really fucking hallucinating. So T was like, she needs some water. So I'm like, okay. So I kept asking my homegirl, I'm like, so, and I told my homegirl I've jumped. Like, I took an edible, so she didn't think I was weird. So I'm like, how do you get water? Like, how do you get water? She's like, oh, the girl gotta come back, the waitress. So I'm like, okay. So I told T, and I feel like T didn't even ask me again. I just kept repeating that to her. So I'm like standing around. I felt like I was on 106 in Park, and I kept telling them that, like, I feel like it's 106 in Park right now. Like, and I'm like, I kept seeing a kitchen. So I kept like looking back to them because I'm just thinking like, oh, we could walk to the kitchen. But then when I look again, the kitchen would be gone. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on this time? Like, the first night I'm laughing, I feel like I'm in space, a movie, like it's just like floating. And the second night, why am I seeing shit? Like, I really just kept seeing a kitchen. I kept telling them like, the kitchen. So I just was like, you know what? And we had we were supposed to go to Peaches and Cream anyway. So I'm like, okay, let's go there and then come back here because the hookah lounge stay open late, y'all. So we end up leaving because I just could not stand there. Like, I could not, like, it was bad to where I just kept seeing this kitchen, the lights kept flashing. I feel like people was just staring at me, and it was, everybody knew. And that's what T was saying too. She was like, they knew, and I was just like, what? So now at this point we like, let's go to the other spot, right, y'all? The other place was 9 minutes away. No, it was like 3 minutes by car. It was 3 minutes by car. It was a 9-minute walk. So we walking down the street. They like, how far is this place? I'm like, well, it said it was 3 minutes by car, but it's a 9-minute walk. So they like, a 9-minute walk? And I'm like, yeah, that's not bad, right? Mind y'all, it's like 1 in the morning. Yeah, it's like 1 in the morning downtown Atlanta. I'm talking about something, let's walk 9 minutes. So they like, Symone, let's just drive over there. And I'm just like, I guess. Like, let's just drive over there. And I'm happy that we did decide to drive and not walk because, y'all, and I'm over there telling them, like, well, now that I think about it, y'all right, because we would have to cross a busy street. And they like, what the fuck are you talking about? So we ended up getting in the car and we drove over there, which I'm happy we did because when we got over there, y'all, oh my God, we wouldn't have been able to walk back. We wouldn't have not been able to walk back, y'all. Oh my God, if I tell y'all to walk is not far, just check it on your phone because to me it wasn't far. I'm over here I'm like, 9 minutes, that's not bad, you know. The busy street might be a little hectic, but you know, we'll be okay. But y'all, so we ended up driving over there. When I tell y'all, we was sitting in the car for so long. I don't know why I kept visioning us getting out the car, walking down the street, and then I would be sitting there like this. I'll just be sitting there like this, and then I would look at them, like I would really like jump, like look like, and realize like we're still in the car. Like, what the fuck? I just had a whole vision of us walking down the street and getting out the car. So I'm like, all right, y'all, come on, let's get out, let's get out. And they'd be like, okay, let's get out. And next thing you know, we'll just all just sit there again like this. When I say we did that for probably like a good 30 minutes, we did that for so long to the fact that when we finally did get out the car, the club was over. It was over with. So when we finally did get out the car, I don't know what made us finally get out the car. Oh, because I was just like, I gotta get out of here. Like, I gotta get out of here. Yeah, because y'all, I don't know if I was having a mini stroke or what. Like, the right side of my body, like, if you see my vlog, it was going down. Like, this eye was just like this, like, and I know it'd be the left side, but it was this side. Like, it was really going down. I'm like, this side of my body was shutting down. Like, my foot, it was weird. That's why I did not drive. Like, Kay had to drive us back, y'all. My foot was going out. Like, my whole right side of my body was shutting down. Like, it was numb. Like, I couldn't do shit. So that's why I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, let's get out the car. Let's get out the car for real, for real. So we finally end up getting out the car. And it's this truck. Oh, my God. Men be so annoying because I just feel like if women don't show you no attention or anything like that, leave them alone. So we finally got the car and we're walking down the street or whatever, and it's this truck and it's these guys, they like trying to talk to us. So they like, the club already over with, the club already over with. So we just still walking, like we all walking, like we was walking fast and we probably looked scared as fuck. I know I had a scared look on my face, but yeah, but we walking. So we walked to the little thing and they still just slowly driving. They stopping traffic and shit, just really trying to talk to us. So we walk up to the little thing and it's like people outside and it was just like, yeah, it's over with, it's over with. So we like, dang. So we like, okay, let's walk back to the car. So these dudes, they bust a U-turn. They just really trying to get our attention, like really trying to talk to us. And that should be so annoying. Like, if women don't want to talk to you or if they showing no attention, leave them alone. You're driving outside of a club, which means it's so many females out here. You could bag one, I'm pretty sure. Don't not try to harass the ones that don't want to be bothered. Like, I'm like, I don't know if he could look on our face and seem like probably we was like faded or what. Like, I don't know, because to me we looked pretty fine, like, you know. But I don't know, you know how some people really see stuff like that. Like I said, predators, they would see stuff like that and try to take advantage. So I'm like, I don't know, but that should be just so annoying because it's like, why are you busting U-turns and driving slow and holding up traffic to get our attention? If we see you, we see you. We're not acknowledging you. Leave us alone. Like, that'd be so annoying. Like, people don't know how to take rejection. And then it's like, you don't want to really say nothing to these people because then they get mad and they want to harm you or do some crazy shit to you. And it's like, ain't nobody gonna help you, which when it come down to that, it's like a really type of situation. Sometimes you want to help people and sometimes you can't help people because sometimes you might help somebody and get your life took and it'd be like, oh wow, now I'm over here dead because I was trying to help you and beat you over here back with the nigga. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, that's enough. But anyway, so yeah, so I kind of see when it go both ways with that. Like, I see when it go both ways with that. It kind of be hard, but hey, anyway. So we end up getting back in the car and we like, let's get something to eat so we could try to like sober down. I don't know how the fuck I ended up Googling a taco truck. I don't know. I still don't even know that area that we was at, y'all. It was a nice little area. It looked like it was a lot going on. They said it was a club and stuff. I don't know how we got to that area, but I got to that area and I parked the car and I was like, I'm gonna stand in the car. Y'all could go get some food. And I was like, I think I told them what to get me or whatever, because I'm like, I can't get out. So they got the car. I sat there in that driver's seat and I prayed, y'all. When I say I prayed to God to sober me up, to let me be able to drive. I told God to show me a sign. And you know what God did? He showed me a sign, y'all. I swear to God. That's why I'm like, I'm not even gonna go there, because, you know, some people, would be like very evil. But anyway, I asked for that sign, and all I kept seeing, I was like I told you, I was really stuck. All I kept seeing was me crashing. I kept seeing bad shit happening. So I was like, I'm not driving this car. I'm not doing it. Because I was like, I got a while to go, and I keep seeing crazy shit happening. So I was like, hell no, that's my sign. That's God right there telling me my sign. So I'm over here trying to force myself to cry, y'all. I'm just like, I need to cry the weed out of me, y'all. I was like, I'm not driving my car. So I'm over here trying to find people. I hit up my cousin. She was ready to come, y'all, because she was like, oh, well, I could leave my car somewhere and then Uber to you. You know, she was ready to come. So shout out to Asia girl. Shout out to you. I was like, oh my God, I'm over here trying to find people. I'm hitting people up. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe I could park my car in one of these lots. But where's the overnight lot over here? I could park it. We could Uber to their room. Then I'll stay there. Then come back to my car in the morning. I'm really trying to figure it out. And when they finally came back to the car, I'm like telling them what's going on. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to try to have somebody come get us or something. So Kay was like, no, I'm cool. Like, I could drive. Like, I'm sober. Like, I'm not bad. Which she was, you know, because, you know, of course, you know, like, you know, it's, you know, like one person and you be like, oh no. But no, she was actually good. Like I said, well, we got to give her now with tour. But anyway, so she was like, no, I'm good enough to drive. So I'm like, okay, for real? She was like, yeah, I'm good enough to drive. So, you know, it's cool. So I get in the passenger seat. We eating our food. She's like, let's just eat our food though first. I'm over here. I'm in the driver's seat. I mean, passenger seat. And I'm over here just trying to cry. She's like, they like, why are you trying to cry? I'm like, because I'm sad. They like, why are you sad? I'm like, I don't know. But y'all, mind y'all, no tears is coming out my eyes. I'm not even crying. Like, I'm just over here like, I'm just trying to cry. I'm thinking like I could cry the weed out of me, y'all. So then I'm like, let me throw up. So I'm over here throwing up, and I just felt bad. I'm telling them, like, everybody is so mad at me. They like, who is mad? Mind y'all, we're not by nobody. I'm like, everybody is so mad at me. Like, they hate me. Y'all don't think I'm an annoying person when I'm drunk or something like that. I'm not. Like, it was all good vibes. But anyway, so I'm over here, and I'm really just trying to cry and throw the shit up out of me, and it just was not working. My right side of my body was still going down, and I'm just like, oh my God. So anyway, we finally get on the road to go to the room, right? At this point, I already had it set in my mind, I'm spending the night with them. Because mind you, from the first day, they already told me before we even got drunk, before we even left the room, they told me, you could spend the night at our room. Like, if you don't feel like driving home or anything like that, you could spend the night with us. They had already told me that. So I'm already had it set in my head, like, I'm spending the night. I'm spending the night, y'all. Bring out the pull out couch, because I'm about to lay on it. So I'm in the car, y'all, and I know I was being so annoying to Kay because y'all, oh, that's what I forgot to mention, and this happened both days. When I was driving, for some reason I kept seeing Kay. She was not doing this though, y'all. She was not doing this, but I kept seeing her doing this, smiling at me, just smiling big as fuck, staring at me. And I would just be driving like this, like, fuck is she doing? Like, why is she staring at me, smiling, y'all? And it's funny because I had to mention it. I kept telling her, like, Kay, I knew I was tripping, so I didn't say nothing. I'm like, but I kept seeing you just staring at me, smiling really big the whole time I was driving. She like, girl, what the fuck? Because even sometimes when I would glance over, like, I know she not doing this. She would not be looking at me at all. She'd be on her phone. I'll just be like, what the fuck? So y'all, when she was driving, I'm over here, the freeways kind of get weird. Like, you know, if you going from downtown and it's like the 110 and it's like the 10 and it's like all the freeways is connected, it's just annoying as hell. So I'm like, the GPS could kind of be like, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe it could be confusing. So I'm like, let me stay up for this little piece so I could tell her, like, go that way. But when I was sitting up, I don't know why I seen her doing TikToks, doing TikTok dances. And I know it's like, how the hell was she having driving and standing up doing a TikTok dance? But I'm over here staring out the window like this, like, and I could see her, but like, she was not, y'all, mind y'all, she was not doing this. So when we get there, we finally get to the room, because the room parking was horrible. She's just driving around like it's nowhere to park, and I'm just like, maybe you should do it again. Look, mind you, I'm like, Kay was doing those TikToks, and T like, what? You was doing TikToks, and she like, how the hell was I doing TikToks while driving? I'm just thinking, like, how was she doing them TikTok dances? And I really was wanting to tell her, like, Kay, I like those TikToks she was doing, but I'm really was really seeing her have the phone propped up doing TikTok. Mind you, she's not doing none of this. I told you, second day I was hallucinating. Really just kept saying stupid shit. Like, I'm over here, I'm telling her like, that's so fucked up what they did. That's fucked up how they did that shit. And T would be like, who did what? And I'm just like, that's crazy, but I don't care though. I don't even know what's going on. Like, you know, I was just talking. Like, I really was just talking. So when we finally found a parking spot and got to their room, I'm over here, like, my head, I just really was hallucinating. I kept seeing myself doing stupid shit. That's how it's really like, y'all, make sure you just sit down and don't try to do the things that your brain is telling you to do. Because I kept seeing myself doing stupid shit, which I'm not going to speak on. But anyway, we went to the room finally. I'm laying down on the couch. I'm just like, y'all, oh my God, like, we're talking and I'm over here telling them, I'm like, I feel like a crackhead. Like, I feel like a smoker. And let me just say that too. Like, when from LA, like, I don't know if other places too, when we say smoker, we don't mean like people who smoke like weed or stuff like that. A smoker to us is a crackhead. So when I say smoker, that's what I mean. So I'm like, I feel like a smoker. Like, I feel like I should be in front of the liquor store begging for money. Like, I really feel like that. And they like, girl, what? So I don't know. I was hallucinating so bad, y'all. I'm hearing and seeing T in the room talking to somebody. So I'm like, who is she talking to in the room? Like, who is she in there with? And they like, she's not talking to nobody. And I'm like, what the hell, y'all? I just kept hallucinating. I'm over here shaking, like I was shaking my legs. And Kay was like, Simone, stop shaking. I'm like, I'm trying to shake it out of me. I'm like, now I see why they be sitting there shaking. Like, I'm trying to shake this shit out. Like, y'all, it was bad. What they finally did was going to lay down to go to sleep. I'm laying here in the dark and I'm trying to get my bracelet off because for some reason, even when I drink, like, stuff irritates me. Like, I don't even, not even when I drink, just all the time, like, rings would irritate my hands. I gotta take my bracelet off, my necklace. It's probably the only thing I could probably kind of keep on, but other than that, stuff irritates my body for some reason when I drink. Like, I don't know why. So I'm over here trying to take my bracelet off, but I could not take it off. So I'm in the middle of the night, I'm just like I was making so much noise, and T was walking around the room, and I'm just like, she was like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? And she was like, I had to take a walk. But she was like, why are you making that noise? And I'm like, I'm trying to take this bracelet off, y'all. It was bad. It was so bad. When I tell y'all, the next morning, I did not leave from their room until 9 in the morning. Like, I really was knocked out, sleep on that couch. Like, I did not leave. And when I woke up, it really was like the walk of shame, y'all. I really was like, because y'all see what I had on? I had the second night, yeah, I had on, that's that day I had on the white little shirt with the like string to close it and the shorts. Like, so my hair was all messed up. I didn't even try to brush it down when I left out. I just grabbed my belongings and walked out of the room like, all right, bye, I'll see y'all later. Look, I'll see y'all later. Because really what I did, I went home, rest up, and we went out the next day. Like, we went out again. Like, nothing ever happened, y'all. But that's it for the story time, y'all. Our experience was crazy. And it's crazy because how crazy of an experience we had. I really was telling them, like, I'll do it again, but I'll make sure I'll eat this time. Or I'm like, I'll make sure I don't mix it with Casamigos. Or I'll make sure I'll eat first. Like, I really was saying, I'm like, or I'll make sure I won't take too much. Like, we really was talking about it. And they like, yeah, like, we all really is talking about, yeah, when we do it again, this is going to be how it's going to be. Like, it's just funny. I feel like if I have a first night again, I probably wouldn't do it back to back, though. That hallucinating stuff was crazy. Like, it was crazy. That's only if I'm going to be in somewhere and I'm just sitting in the house. Or I'm just inside. Like, no. But the goofiness and funny, that was a vibe. Like, it really was a vibe. I swear. Maybe I just need to not eat so much. Because I'm thinking, like, what's this little candy going to do? But, y'all. Y'all, if you had a crazy experience, let me know down below. But y'all, that's it for this story time. I'm back, y'all, because I was not feeling good. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm back, you guys. I'm gonna give y'all another story time. I'm sorry, I know I missed out on Subby Sunday, but your girl was fighting for her life. Like, I literally was fighting for my life. And I know right now that I'm up talking loud telling my story time. I know my neighbor's probably like, damn, girl, you was just crying, dying 2 days ago, and now you up again talking. Yes, I am. I'm back, baby. I'm back. But anyway, yeah, so I'm back. I'm not gonna miss this Sunday, I promise y'all. And yeah, next week, what's today? Today is Wednesday. Just because, y'all, I be having other stuff to post, like promo stuff, so that's why I be like, but y'all, next week I'm gonna give y'all 2 story times, I promise. And I'm not missing Subject Sunday, I promise y'all. I promise. And I'm gonna let y'all pick one of the stories too for next week. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to go ahead and watch all of our videos that we did together on my channel, T channel, K channel. Don't forget to wait till Friday, because T is gonna tell her version of the story. We need to get K to tell her version of the story. But yeah, that's that's it for this story time. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. And again, y'all already know what time it is. We 5K away from 100K, so y'all know what to do. If you're not already doing so, subscribe to my channel.